हो गया।
हिस्सों को कवर करें. Okay, starting with business environment. Okay, so we will be starting off with okay. So when we talk about business environment, we divide it into two main categories, right? First is the macroeconomic or the macro environment that we are talking about, and the other is the industry level environment. Okay, we often categorize this into internal or the external environment. Okay, in the macro environment, what we have pastel analysis, right? These include all the factors as we are aware of. And in the industry analysis, we have competitive factors that we are looking for. And what are those competitive factors? These include SWOT analysis. We have studied this in detail in the MBA and etc. Next, we have in the competitive strategy. Next, we have value chain analysis. And next, we have Porter's 5 forces model. Okay, in the pastel, similarly, P stands for what? Political,
जी political,
economic,
economical,
and in economic it can be subdivided further macro and micro level.
micro,
Next,
social,
social, socio-demographic. Okay, next,
technological,
technological. Next,
environmental,
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 or we call it ecological. Okay, next,
then legal.
legal factors. Okay, so this is the mind map of this chapter, and this is an important part of your syllabus as well that caters to external and internal environment of a business. Okay. Now, after making this
एक
summary, we
मिनट
will
बैक
be
कीजिए,
delving upon the following factors. Okay.
भी बैक कीजिएगा जरा, माइंड मैप पे कीजिएगा बैक.
Yes.
ठीक हो गया.
Okay. Okay. Now we will be talking about the nature of environment influence. Environment of an organization. When we are talking about what is the environment of an organization, so we refer it to anything that falls outside the boundary of an organization. Okay, so the word environment basically means what? That anything that falls outside the boundary of an organization.
Organization structure.
No, when we are talking about organizational structure, yes.
मतलब environment में जो आप बात कर रहे हैं कि office का environment, anything that is outside the ambit of organization structure of the organization.
Yeah, because we are talking about mostly the external factors, right? So then environment is studied at two levels as we have discussed earlier. Environment is studied at two levels. Those are what? First is the macro level and the industry level. Okay. Now let's have a look. For example, if there is an environment change, often it says you have to change an environment. What do we mean by when we say change the environment?
I think it is the behavioral and the cultural direction of the organization.
So the
That
two
we
main concerns that arise for the organization is in the form of opportunities and threats. right? When we are talking about environmental change, we say that we have to look for more opportunities, right? Factors that should be exploited in order to gain the advantage of, and we should be beware or aware of the facts and the factors to be avoided which may affect the organization to achieve their objectives. Okay, and why there is a need for environment change? Then need for environmental change will arise after performing the environment scan. When we perform the environment scan, which is a process of analyzing the changes in the environment that can directly affect the ways of doing business for an organization. So this will result into two main concerns, and that will be in the form of opportunities and threats. Okay, now let's have a look. As we have discussed earlier, that at the macro level, PASTEL will be followed. Okay, so this is political, this is economical, again at the macro and at other two parts, and this is socio-demographic, technological, ecological, and legal. Now, we will be delving this into further that what these stands for. Okay, for example, when we talk about political factors, right, we will be combining the two, political and legal. So when we talk about political and legal factors, we will be looking at the policies, because how politics will be influencing it. One of the ways is that by making legislations. So first thing, for example, if a country is going for nationalization or privatization of industries, right? This is a debate which is also followed in the media as well, right? Privatization of media, nationalization of media, control of media. Why is that? So we have to look into the factors, the degree to which government intervenes in nationalizing or privatizing the industry affects the way of doing the businesses. Second is provision of transport and infrastructure. What are the infrastructure facilities which are provided? What are the transport facilities which are provided? Next we have is education. Education policy basically affects the quality of skills of workforce and hence affecting the ways in which businesses do their activities. And next we have is the environmental policy. And when we talk about the environmental policy, we would come to know that, for example, you can talk about at length on this. Now, for example, Trump didn't attend that conference, that climate change conference, because he wasn't in favor of it, if you recall. And then policy changes with the passage of time. According to Kyoto Protocol, every country is assigned a certain CO2 emission limit, that is carbon dioxide emission limit, and they shouldn't exceed it, otherwise the emission limit is perhaps reduced for the next year. They have a certain criteria which is followed. Now after this we have taxation and subsidies. So similarly is that, for example, tax is basically applied on demerit goods. What are demerit goods? Demerit goods or those goods which are injurious to health. For example, more taxes are applied to limit the quantity basically, and subsidies are provided mostly on the necessities like on wheat and etc. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not the case in Pakistan, and quite oppositely, due to certain restrictions imposed by the international bodies like IMF etc., what is happening? That we are applying taxes on the necessities, and when there are taxes on the necessities, it means that the overall rate of inflation in the country would rise to substantial levels. Okay. Next thing, sources of legal authority. Now, what are the sources of legal authority which are derived? First is the national bodies, right? Now the national bodies are those which have been affecting ways of doing businesses locally. These are the bodies which are governing bodies. Then we have supranational bodies, right? Like IMF, etc. These are bodies which are affecting the decisions of more than one country. So these are the sources of legal authority over here. These are the national bodies and these are the supranational bodies. Okay. Next thing, when we talk about employment laws, okay, when we are talking about employment laws, what are the factors to be considered? Yes, Daniel, what could be the factors which should be considered when we are talking about employment laws?
क्या चीज नूर भाई?
What are the factors which should be considered when we are talking about employment laws?
सबसे पहले तो ये है कि वो इक्विटेबल होने चाहिए.
Equitable. So equitable, it means that they should be free from any discrimination, right?
बिल्कुल.
Okay.
इक्विटेबल यानी दोनों के फेवर में हो, ये ना एम्प्लॉयर के साथ ज्यादती हो रही उसमें, ना एम्प्लॉय के साथ.
Okay, they should deal with the equity. Then we have equitable, again a subjective term. Mainly they have a fixed what minimum wage rate. Then they deal with the working conditions. Okay. Then we talk about unfair dismissal, that there shouldn't be any unfair dismissal. We talk about redundancy. Okay. Okay. So similarly, we have health and safety laws. Okay. So what would be covered in the health and safety laws?
नूर भाई एक चीज कीजिएगा जरा, पीछे कीजिएगा जरा, लास्ट स्लाइड पे.
Yes.
आपने मिनिमम वेज रेशियो का बोला है कि इसका लॉ होना चाहिए, लेकिन
No, I am saying
इसके
that in
अगर
the employment laws, these are discussed. Minimum wage rate is set. ये सेट होता है ना, हर कंट्री सेट करता है. वर्किंग कंडीशंस की वो पूरी गाइडलाइंस दी जाती है. ये हमारे एम्प्लॉयमेंट लॉज के अंदर ये सब दिया हुआ है. अनफेयर डिसमिसल के बारे में दिया जाता है कि आपके पास क्या प्रोसीजर होगा इफ अनफेयरली आपको डिसमिस किया जाएगा. पूरा प्रोविजन दिया जाएगा. अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ बीइंग हर्ड होगी, उसको ऐसे नहीं निकाला जाएगा. रिडंडेंसी के मौके पे क्या किया जाएगा. दीज ऑल थिंग्स आर कवर्ड इन द. ठीक है. हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी में वही हो गया वेलबींग की. तो क्या हो सकता है, प्रोविजंस ऑफ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. एक तो होगा कोई, दे शुड बी मिनिमम हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी रिक्वायरमेंट्स. मिनिमम हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी requirements, right? Then the law should be in line with the countries of different other countries, same environment. Then the employers should be required to provide a safe environment, safe work environment to the employees by law. Then the safe workplace is one in which employees are not exposed to any risk. So they should not be exposed to any risk. इसके ऊपर जो एक सिंपल मिसाल है वो ये है कि फॉर एग्जांपल सम ऑफ द ऑफिसेस, उसके अंदर वो अगर आपने देखा हो कि वो जो डिसेबल्ड जो लोग होते हैं उनके लिए वो जो एक सिस्टम होता है वो प्रोवाइडेड नहीं होता, तो उनको उसके ऊपर बाकायदा लॉज बने हुए हैं कि उनको वहां पे आने के लिए, उनकी इजीनेस के लिए बाकायदा वो प्रोविजन हो और वो पूरा सिस्टम वहां पे मौजूद हो ताकि वो आराम से आ जा सके. सही. नेक्स्ट, minimum health and safety standards must also be specified for different types of industries. हर टाइप की जो इंडस्ट्रीज है उसके अंदर उसका भी ये बनाया जाता है। बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स हैज द अल्टीमेट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आपके जो बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स हैं उनके अल्टीमेट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर इंश्योरिंग हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी एट वर्क। ओके, so similarly these laws are being made by the government. These are the political and the legal factors which are has to be taken place. Now similarly, okay, similarly when we talk about data protection law, okay, so when we talk about data protection laws, these are the most essential in terms of tech and other companies, because this is now the prime thing. The cases which are erupting, like the K electric case and etc. Data protection is the most foremost thing nowadays. No? To any person who is holding personal data about employees or customers, any person हो गया, organization हो गया,
होल्डिंग
business,
का है, who is dealing with, who is in contact भी तो होना चाहिए ना।
हाँ, who is holding भी कह सकते हैं, वो कांटेक्ट में है तो उसके पास डेटा है ही ना। नहीं,
ऐसा भी तो होता है अक्सर कि किसी के पास से सिर्फ जिम्मेदारी किसी की होती है होल्ड इसने करना है, बाकी किसी के सामने से नजर से गुजरता है,
चलो, who is
ब्रीच वो भी कर सकता है।
dealing with any public data,
बिल्कुल,
dealing with public information, तो वो जो भी डील कर रहा है वो सब आ जाएगा। सही।